Hey everybody, and welcome to my Mana and Artifice playthrough world, and it is me, Jeff the Gamer, and I'm going to be showing you guys some, well, Mana and Artifice stuff today. But first, I am actually going to rant a little bit about some blood magic things that I've done, because, you know, that, I put down some Hexforge blocks here, and then some runes across there, and I did that completely around. It is 2 blocks away and 1 block down from the previous layer, and that gives us our tier 5 blood altar, as well as access to this Archmage's blood orb, which, I mean, it's not, like, super awesome, but it does give me 22 million life points in total with all those, runes of, the orb that I have, which is pretty intense. I created this automatic crystal farm. I'm probably going to create a tutorial for this at some point, so I'm not going to explain all the details, but pretty much these rituals are working together to automatically harvest crystals. I just connected it to my routing node system, and they're, like, automatically generating a bunch of crystals. As you can see, I, like, have a bunch of them. I think I started with, like, 16 of each. So, things have been going pretty well in that department. And I, advanced the Mana and Artifice Tier 4, which is something that I did show one of the features of during my live stream. Because I, last Friday, after I finally got the streaming software installed, that took, like, such a long time. I started, like, an hour and a half later than I intended to, because I had to install the streaming software, get it booted up, then my computer decided to crash, so I had to restart that. Oh my goodness, so much happened. But either way, I did show myself building this here. And this is called a Wellspring Prism. I'm actually not going to get rid of that page. And what that does is that it, as you can see, we've got this, like, big pillar thing, and this Wellspring Prism, what it does is it takes the energy from that and puts it into these little caps, which, if you look on the top of them, you see this little, like, I don't know what to call that. It's like, it looks like an end portal, but just the lore is that it's, like, siphoning it off into a little void in space. So all this Eldrin energy is being put through this lens into the thing, and the way that you build it is that you chisel a bunch of chimrite into one piece of chimrite stone, 4 chimrite stone line, corner, stone pillar, and then you alternate arcane sandstone, and then, arcane stone, and then arcane stone slab, although I'm pretty sure you can use it with arcane sandstone as well. And then you put these Wellspring pillars. Ooh, those are annoying. So annoying to make, but these are multiple blocks tall. You just put them down, as well as a handful of chains, and then the refraction lens. The refraction lenses are annoying. Here's just one example. Well, actually, all the examples. They all require some purified Vintium ingots. So, you're going to have to make some of those, and then some glass, and then moat of the corresponding element, and then you get the lens, and then you put it on, and then you gain access to that type of Eldrin energy. And that Eldrin energy can be siphoned the normal way, using lesser conduits. However, in order to make it work on the Eldrin altar, you actually are going to have to create greater Eldrin conduits. If I can spell, here we go. All these Eldrin conduits. These are the greater Eldrin conduits, as opposed to the lesser ones. As you can see, they're a bit more expensive, but they work when they're next to each other, which is the main reason why you need to make these. And I actually am going to show the recipe for these Wellspring pillars. So annoying. So you have to get some sandstone this time. It has to be sandstone. And then some ritual metal rune plates, which, I'll say, that's not bad. It just takes a while to hammer everything down. Then you get a hopper, and you get an Eldrin Rift. Sorry, Eldrin Rift. Nah, it's hard to pronounce these things. I'm going to be saying Eldrin an awful lot in this video. But you have some chimrite sandstone as well, and some purple glyphs, and then an ender pearl. And then all this drawing. So it'll take quite a bit of mana in order to do this overall crafting, and I actually thought I needed a lot more of them, so I got 24 extra. Yeah, I did not need that many. In fact, I'd say that you only need to create one of each Eldrin, capture one of each Eldrin Wellspring. And that's actually because these things are super effective. Like, I'm gonna just go to my Oculus and show you guys just how much Eldrin Wellspring energy I have. So just taking a quick peek in the Oculus, I mean, I've capped out all the energies, as well as this little tiny number, which I'm not entirely sure what it means. But, you know, I've got 1,000 of each energy, which when most of the previous recipes required like 50 or so, I'd say. That's a pretty big deal. I assume with these smaller numbers are the rate at which they will recharge, but I may be wrong. But actually, one thing that I probably should show as well is how to find these Eldrin Wellsprings. So in my rift here, I have a special item that is crafted in tier 4 called the Wellspring Dowsing Rod, as well as these Wellspring Sight Energins. These both require you to advance to tier 4, which, follow the Oculus. It'll tell you what to do. You just perform your faction's ritual again in order to do the actual advancement. But the Eldrin Wellspring Dowsing Rod, the way that works is that you hold it and then you right-click, and it points you in a specific direction if you hold down on the mouse for a long enough time. And it always rotates you in the same direction, which is kind of weird. Like, if I just start over here, just boom. But if it just rotates me all the way around. Yeah, that's something I'm a huge fan of. And then you just keep on walking in the direction of the wellspring that you're trying to locate. So, the wellspring in this case is that way. I'm gonna keep on walking. Okay, the wellspring is that way. Just continue going. We're flying, in my case. Just occasionally checking in with your thing, making sure you're going the right direction, which, yep, I am. Okay, so I'm just going to pretend I don't know that there's a massive structure around that, so I'm going to keep going, and then I'm going to hold this out, and, oh, I can see I just went over it. I'm just going to do a quick little flying a little bit more. Yep, I can tell that's somewhere nearby. I'm going to start walking a little bit, and wow, it's pointing right at this wellspring here. And if you haven't built this structure around the wellspring, then you first of all, you can't tell what type of wellspring it is, which is kind of annoying. And you also can't see it, which is the reason why you have to create the Wellspring Sight Energin, which is crafted with some Arcanist ink, a slime ball, and some Vintium dust. It has 10 uses, and when you chug it, you get this status effect, which if I were to break this refraction lens, so I actually am going to clear the status effect. So clear edge buff all. Oh, yeah, effect clear. Otherwise it would have, yeah, so I've removed the effect, and as you can see, I can no longer see the Eldrin Wellspring. Then I chug the Unergent, and I can see it again. And now, if I put on this refraction lens and clear the effect, I can still see it because I have built the structure around it. And as you can see, when you use the last thing, it breaks, which is sad. So you guys might have seen me, like, bouncing around a little bit with this little, like, wink, like this little extra step to my bounce. That is because I've actually applied a new enchantment to my boots, the Cloud Step enchantment. This is the thing that I show on here. So in tier 3, you can craft it like this, which is actually a bit more expensive than the later tiers, which I find to be, sorry, really weird. But I crafted the cheaper version because it's cheaper. So we now have Cloud Step 2 on our boots. It gives us 2 little extra jumps. And so we now have, you know, like, just slightly longer flight. If I'm being completely honest, I was kind of hoping that this, the double jump would make it so that I jump, click, click, and then I jump. Oh, I already did my jumps. So jump, click, jump, click again. But as you can see, it does not reset the fling mark jump, which makes sense. That's kind of sad. So either way, one of the main things that you do after you advance to tier 4 is that you get to building your Eldrin conduits, which you need to set next to a Eldrin altar. And this Eldrin altar, the way that it works is that you have to craft it. Should have had the recipe beforehand, but it's crafted with a bunch of Chimeric crystals and all of these symbols. Which that's the reason why I summoned meteors, because I needed some Chimerite. And if I'm being completely honest, I just started messing around with them. These are blood magic stuff. So this is not Mana and Artifice. But it just was like, you know what, I'm going to summon a glowstone meteor. And then I'm going to summon a iron block meteor. And then I'm going to summon the diamond tier meteor. I've made so many meteors. It's kind of ridiculous. And the big boy is just stone. It's just stone. And the thing is, it looks like it's not anything important. But if you look on the inside, well, a little bit on the inside. Oh, come on. Where is it? Okay, here we go. We got some coal. And so these things are made up of mostly coal, I'm pretty sure. Whereas the iron one's made up of mostly copper. And the nether one, I assume, is, oh. Wow. Did a number on the nether one. But I assume that the nether one just is, like, gold. Glowstone. Quartz. And then the diamond one, like, kind of self-explanatory, it has diamonds. And I tried to summon other meteors, like, just tossing in different materials, but unfortunately I couldn't, like, find out what they were. But yeah, that's how I got the Chimrite needed to do that. So you guys may have to do some actual mining, or maybe even have your constructs do it. I've been having my construct running with the mining command for a while. And the annoying thing is that while I have gotten like quite a bit of stuff, I'm just gonna pop in here. He's sitting still. I have to occasionally make him get going. Which, while he does get a lot of stuff, like even Demonite, which is from a different mod, as you can see, no Chimrite. And so that means he's kind of not fulfilling his use. Well, I mean, I did want to get some cobblestone from him, but he didn't get that either. But just like, please. I want to get Chimrite, because Mithron makes everyone have to use Chimrite. Good sir. Back to the mines. Yeah, so I should probably get back on track. I keep on sidetracking myself. So either way, after you craft your Eldrin altar, it will tell you to set up the multi-block exactly like this, which I'm not a huge fan of. I kind of wanted to set up the, what are they called? Pedestals in a different way, but I obviously couldn't control that. So it will ask you to set the pedestals 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away on either side on all 4 of the cardinal directions. And I just put the conduits in this formation because I think it looks cool. Fortunately, there aren't 8 elements, because then I can pad it out a little bit more there and there with the pattern I wanted to set the crystals in, but I can't control that. And so once you have that set up, the way that you craft stuff on the Eldrin altar is that I'm just going to look at random example, a greater moat of air. So that I crafted one of these earlier. If you look, so the central altar requires a moat of air, and then the outer altars require 2 phantom membranes between them. So I could set the 2 phantom membranes here and here, or here and here. Just I have to make sure that there's just 2 of them. And then I right-click at the center, and it costs 600 of that Eldrin energy. So it all sounds so cool. By the way, I don't know how much of that I'm going to keep, because that took a reasonable amount of time, but yeah, it just looks really cool whenever this thing operates. And when you craft something up, such as that, I'm probably gonna have to make more of these in the future. Yeah, so I'll just create another one of them right now. Pick up the mold, and then you right click, and then you immediately get another one instead of having to wait a while. And I am now going to quickly head over to my Oculus, because as you guys can see that in the recipe, that consumes 600 energy, and the Oculus should show that it's running a little bit low on energy. See, it is filling back up, and that is really fast. Just ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure the Eldrin Wellsprings last indefinitely. So I pretty much have infinite of all the Eldrin Wellspring energies, instead of before, what you needed to do is capture a bunch of them, of each type that you needed to craft stuff, and then you could actually craft some stuff, which I'm definitely in favor of the change. It saved me hours this time. So that is how the Eldrin altar works. You just set the ingredients for your recipe on the various pedestals, and then you right-click the middle with it having the needed ingredients, such as... I'm just gonna look. There are 89 recipes for it, all of them requiring various amounts of Eldrin energy. But like all the obsidian tier stuff, the druidic armor, which is stuff I'm going to be making eventually, it requires some winded ender energy, and it requires an iron helmet in the middle, as well as some mystic foci, greater mote of air, some defense runes, and some iron bark. And then, just if you look, every single faction armor piece is created on the Eldrin altar, so it's kind of important that you get the setup. It also would be highly recommended you get one of each, because then it's just out of mind. You don't have to create it anymore. By the way, so now we've crafted our greater motes. Good for us. We have things that we can use on our infernal greaves, because obviously we're that faction. But if we continue looking around, just like, oh, wow. Actually, that's kind of a good thing to have. But the biggest thing here is the Spectral Elytra. They are very similar to what they sound like. You say, Jeb, they sound like an Elytra. That's just ghostly. It's like, yes. That is sort of right, because you see, these are much better than mere Elytra. I'm going to pop in the ingredients, so you have 2 runes of air, 2 greater motes of magic, air, not magic, greater motes of air, 2 phantom memorites, so we're going to need so many of these boys. So we put in our 2 greater motes of air, two runes of air, 2 of those, 1 of those, and our nether star, which I got. I mean, I was thinking of recording it, but the thing is, at this point, my magical abilities are so strong that I kind of was able to obliterate the Wither really quickly. There's just not like, ooh my gosh, let's look at Jeb. Hold down left click on this lightning projectile for 3 minutes, and then the Wither dies. By the way, just drawing up these symbols here. Why is this random triangle so hard to draw? Just... come on, please. Yes! I could draw everything else with ease, but that one random triangle... I guess the hourglass as well, but that one random triangle is so hard to draw, because just whatever detection system there is, it really likes to confuse that triangle with literally anything else. We have some magic in here, and bam, a Spectral Elytra. And now, let's equip it, and you can see they look pretty cool. Oh no, they don't work with capes! That's so sad! How do I turn my cape off? I don't remember how to do that. So I guess it's just gonna look weird for the moment. Oh, I cannot get that out of my head. But yeah, as you can see, it just looks like a normal set of Elytra, except it's white. But there's one distinct difference. It has infinite flying power. And it just drains a little bit of mana. And you can just fly indefinitely. And then you push the shift key, I believe, and then it just is normal flying. Then you push the shift key again. It's still giving infinite flight. Wow. I thought I'd be running out of mana at this point. But no. The Spectral Elytra is just giving me infinite flying power. So who needs Cloud Step when you have infinite Elytra? The answer is literally any other faction. This is the main reason why this faction is good. Just, the Spectral Elytra is so incredibly powerful. It's the normal Elytra squared. I can make my air motes so much more easily now, because I can access the platform. Okay, I'm gonna have to... No, how do I land? How do I land? How do I land? Ah! Well, I fell to my death. Okay, yeah, there's probably an operation manual in here. Okay, so it says that, in the thing, that if I press shift, it becomes a normal elytra. Just allowing me to land. Okay, I see. Okay, so this is just a normal set of elytra. Except it's significantly more aggressive. And I can fly! Whee! So I'm just gonna do a quick little test run. I'm gonna... Okay, I'm holding down the shift key. I'm gonna try to land. Okay, ooh, I did it. Okay, so I actually no longer need the bone feather charms. Lame. And you've got a Spectral Elytra. Who needs that? Fly! Although it did say something about negative consequences if you run out of mana. So I am intentionally going to run out of mana here. But I'm going to try to stay pretty low to the ground, or at least near an area where I won't like fall too hard. Yeah, I mean, I guess this helps put into perspective just how big these meteors are. I'm running out of mana, and okay, it just makes it so that you fall. That's very interesting. But wait a minute. If I go near to a mana crystal, like this, it's occurring to me. It is occurring to me that mana crystals just give like super mana regen. The Spectral Elytra like drains mana pretty slowly. Like you have to be running out of food or something in order to not be able to permanently have the mana spectral thing up. Could I just create like a sky base and then set a bunch of these mana crystals nearby and just have infinite flight? Without needing food, that is. That's a possibility. Whee! I love this. Just gonna do a little flyby here. Let's see, where is something that's hostile to me? Hello! Hello, Witch Hunter! Let's see, can I do an Elytra flyby kill? Nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. Come on, for the dream, Wizard Hat Man. I mean, this is no longer quite the same thing because I'm no longer flying. Oh, come on. Oh no, he's giving me the slowness effect. I can't escape now, guys. It's a bit of a tragedy. Okay, which one of these guys was I taking out? No. Where are they? This is also so hard to do with the... Okay, is this the man? No, it's not. It's the other one. I have to kill him once. No! The orb killed it. Oh my gosh! There's so many zombies. I keep on getting so close. Okay. Whoa. Look at that. Guys, if it's kind of choppy for you guys, it's extremely slow for me. Well, not slow. Just I can't really react because the Elytra is so fast. I'm going to try to land. And then maybe do a normal Elytra flyby. Okay, so we have our target over there. We have all those zombies nearby, so I'm just gonna fly down and... No. Gotta fly in... Whack! No. Okay, gotta go up a little bit more. Okay, and now I'm sneaking, so I'm gonna fly normally. And... Oh, no! No. I do not want to be attacked. Wait, are you even the same guy? Okay, that's a baby zombie. I don't like those. That's a creeper. I definitively do not like that. Where did the guy go? Did I successfully take him out? No, these little skeleton people did. Okay, then. I guess slight failure on my part. But, you know, thus is the life of the... what would I be? Spec Man? Spec Man! Come on! Where is something I can just... There we go. Boom. I'm blind. Oh my gosh, he's a creeper. Okay, I'm gonna try to snipe them. Maybe I can snipe somebody before the night is done. Pew. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah! Oh. Whoa. I mean, I think I was technically flying when I killed that skeleton. I'll call that a win. And by win, I mean I tried to abuse the power of flight and failed miserably. But, you know, this will actually make it significantly easier to build this tower. I'm gonna call quits for now, guys, because, well, to be frank, I've been recording for a while. This video is probably going to be a monster to edit. However, I did mention the live stream earlier in this video, and you did not mishear. I am going to start trying to live stream on Fridays. I assume that I'll be able to make it this Friday. I mean, if not, there won't be a scheduled stream. So, you know, feel free to show up. Was able to hang out a bit with Cathesis and Ethan. So, yeah, it was fun. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And, if you know, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I tend to appreciate that type of thing significantly. Just, you know, consider doing it. If one person were to subscribe every other day for the rest of the year, you know, well, at the time of recording this, I would make it to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. No pressure. Just feel free to activating whatever part of yourself that likes subscribing. And likes. I guess I'm not even knowing what I'm saying at this point. If you enjoyed the video, like, leave something that lets me know that you liked it. But otherwise, just, you know, I guess, just have a good day. So yeah.